Good morning and welcome to St. Paul's Evangelical Lutheran Church in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Today is Thursday, July the 14th. Our reading for today is Psalm 15. This is a psalm from David. I'm going to read the psalm 3 times with 3 different versions. And our first reading will be from the Lutheran Study Bible, and that is the New Revised Standard Version. O Lord, who may abide in your tent? Who may dwell in your holy hill? Those who walk blamelessly and do what is right, and speak the truth from their heart, who do not slander with their tongue, and do no evil to their friends, nor take a reproach against their neighbors, whose eyes the wicked are despised, but who honor those who fear the Lord, and who stand by their oath even to their hurt, who do not lend money at interest, and do not take a bribe against the innocent. But those who do these things shall never be moved. The study notes to this version say the psalm is about how the people can come into God's sanctuary. The Lord's tent is referred to the temple, and the Lord's holy hill refers to Mount Zion. The rest of the psalm are requirements for entering God's holy presence or going into the temple or onto Mount Zion, and they are as follows. There's 10 of them. Walk blamelessly, do what is right, no slandering others, do no evil to friends, do not fault against neighbor, despise the wicked, honor those who fear the Lord, stand by your oath or promise even if it hurts, do not lend money at interest, and do not take a bribe against the innocent. The requirements are on how we treat each other, which I was surprised. Surprisingly, they're not based on ritual preparations like what hymnal to use or how to go about holding a service and just the different things that we do in our church services. These all have to do with how to treat people. They're not like any of the ritual preparations that are listed in Leviticus or Numbers. The next reading of Psalm 15 is from the New Living Translation. Who may worship in your sanctuary, Lord? Who may enter your presence? Those who lead blameless lives and do what is right, speaking the truth from sincere hearts, those who refuse to slander others or harm their neighbors or speak evil of their friends, those who despise persistent sinners and honor the faithful followers of the Lord, and keep their promises even when it hurts. Those who do not charge interest on the money they lend, and who refuse to accept bribes to testify against the innocent. Such people will stand firm forever. In this version, it is interpreted as guidelines for living a blameless life. As in the NRSV version, there were 10 standards of how to enter God's sanctuary. These are 10 standards or 10 guidelines on how to live a godly life. And they're basically about the same. Lead a blameless life, do what is right, speak the truth from sincere hearts, refuse to slander others, do not harm your neighbors or speak evil of their friends, despise persistent sinners, honor the faithful, keep promises even when it hurts, do not charge interest on money you lend, and refuse to accept bribes against the innocent. Note that both the guidelines to enter the temple and the guidelines for a godly life talk a lot about words, emphasis on how we use our words. Words are a very powerful thing. And we as God's children, we as Christians, need to watch what we say. We need to use self-control. Our words can be very hurtful to others. I know I tend to speak when I should be listening, and then I end up saying something that I regret and can't take back. James 1 verse 26 says, "If you claim to be religious, but don't control your tongue, you are just fooling yourself, and your religion is worthless. So speak the truth, refuse to slander others, and keep your promises." Our last reading is from The Message, and this is a contemporary rendering of the Bible. God, who gets invited to dinner at your place? How do we get on your guest list? Walk straight, act right, tell the truth. Don't hurt your friends, don't blame your neighbor. Despise the despicable. Keep your word even if it costs you. Make an honest living and never take a bribe. You'll never get blacklisted if you live like this. And when you think about these different standards or guidelines, ask yourself today, what does God expect of me? And would I be invited to be a dinner guest at God's table? Go in peace. Have a great day.